Hey guys, Bunny here, and welcome back to Orwell. Before we start, I bought Ignorance is Strength, like, after the second episode of this. That's the second, not chapter, I think these are in chapter book, if we're going with the pages style leveling system. And I bought Humble Bundle monthly for the whole year, because there was a huge deal on it. It was like 50% off for the whole year, which is crazy. Not 50, I think it was like 40 something percent. And the treasure trove has the third book or chapter or whatever you want to call it. So I now have literally everything to do with Orwell. I'm not mad. I want to play it. Okay, so last time we left off, we met Catherine Delacroix. That's the person. Oakley dokley. So headlines. House of exposed government employee vandalized. That's paint, right? Quiet house in Fairview was ravaged by vandalism overnight as raging protesters took up arms and tried to invade the home of government employee Benjamin C. and his fiancée. Colour bombs and spray paint were used to deface the outer walls of the estate, along with the owner's car, which was left in the driveway. The garden was trampled and several windows of the home which left shattered. Benjamin and his fiancée were not home during the attack, which was called in by several of their neighbours during the early hours of the morning. Just before the incident, Benjamin C. had been doxxed, practice where online groups leak personal information on the internet with malicious intent by activist group Thought when they claimed he was linked to a new government initiative. The project, now known as Orwell, allegedly will be used to install mass surveillance on all the citizens in the nation. At this time, it remains unclear whether anti-government protesters connected to the project's reveal are involved in the crime. Okay, so we've got... You know what I really want to do? Fill out all of these side characters' profiles, but I'll wait till later. Okay, so Thought must gather once again, says Gunther. Members of Thought, my dear friends, as you all have experienced already, we are being besieged by the government. They have denounced us, called us terrorists, and turned the public against us. This will stop today. The days are about to come to an end. I have a plan, but for this to work out, we must meet like we did in the old days, when we had our meetings in the Cafe Chestnut. We'll have a conference call at 4 PM sharp. Who is Gunther Ahrens? Gathering. We know Abraham Gelfels is dead. Someone must be impersonating him. This is as clear as crystal. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible before this gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20. So we've got size constraints. Shit. Because I'm well aware that a meeting in person will work out for us. You need not fear surveillance. All has been taken out for us. All has been taken care of. It's been a while. I will contact you. Get in a safe position. Be ready. So it's to all these specific people. There's no new people. These are Thought. So that's another Thought message. That's another Thought message. I didn't read the I am sorry, which I believe is earlier. Nina, I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you, but frankly, you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombsman is a warning to those who are indifferent about beacon of remembrance to my message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Consider our agreement void. Goldfells. That was today. The same as the last one, which was today. But isn't Nina dead? And hasn't Nina been dead for days? That would imply to me, Gunther's partner in crime. Yeah, she's the one who died, right? Yeah. Thought was together once again, and then you've got one more message ghosting from Marsa. You must think I'm stupid. First you don't tell me where you're going because you need to ghost, then hours later you don't answer your phone, so I called Pers asking for you, and she told me you were at Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening. Said you stormed in, then furiously wrote something on your PC. Probably this outrageous blog post the news speaks of. Then they stormed back out the door, only to meet whom? Juliet. Meaning you're back in action with this shitty group, and her? I cannot fucking believe it. So now I'm trying emails so you can't dodge me any longer. You and me, we're done. We're done, I mean it. So I don't care that we're done, but Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening, he definitely wrote the message. And that's all I can click on at the moment. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his dirty work. Probably thinking we would not be able to track him down. We will track him down. I've gone through the information we have on the remaining suspect regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfells. We have received information from a reliable source that he is probably the leader of Thought. He predicts the bombings. This alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why he hid the posts on the Thought blog and his timeline. We're yet to clarify why he would be frequenting a drugstore so often. Survival supplies, perhaps? Why would he have 2 health insurances? It is apparent that Harrison O'Donnell might well be part of the Bonton bombings. He's probably the one impersonating Goldfells. I want you to prove this and lock him away for good. So my goal is in 19 data chunks. Find who's... Okay, so the lobby. The Cyber Cafe Chestnut. Load lobby. Bad code. Hello, world. The internet is like a chestnut tree, ever growing, branching, spreading. Everyone has the right to dwell or relax in its shadow, and we make sure you get your right. Need the web? Got you covered. Out of battery? Charge it here. Need PC access only? Also, yup. Bring a PC or use one of ours. Find us on Stelligan campus, Complex D, next to the actual cafe. All we ask for is an occasional donation, cash or goods in return, if you can. That's it. Interesting. Home to more than 2.048 computing. 2.048? So it looks like they're trying to be like code, like this website. You'd think they'd mention like a VPN at least to secure these guys. Low die scores. What is the primary goal? To win the game. We awarded scores for the time spent in our cafe, donating stuff or contributing to the cause by any other means. Dank Frank, Hancock, Robot Lady, Multivac, Jagged Y, The Net, Dev Null, Elephant, Merv, Honeypot. I don't think any of these names mean anything to me except Hancock. Lenore, aka Persephone, founder and boss of the bunch. Ahmed, aka Rattlesnake, super admin and all-around super guy. Marsa, aka Wicked Witch, not counting active host. Donated 2 pallets of an alcoholic beverage. Interesting. I feel like we're gonna have to look that up later. Honorable hosts, Harrison, aka Hancock, he is the former admin, which they don't care about apparently. Wait, can I click on his, does his link have anything? Oh, you fucked up. So mail, Juliet. I'll look at that later. Desktop. Jesus Christ, what a desktop background. So system, you've got browser history. What? Search for Benjamin Custard. Okay, we can also check his phone. I know he searched for Benjamin, there's no reason to have that. Because you didn't, we know you posted the thing. So, your Life Trust invoice. So, that doesn't help me. Oh, has a special health insurance covering family members. I want to thank you for supporting my blog post for the thought. I have the feeling that Nina does not really like me. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Frankly, she scares me a bit. You know, I didn't want to occupy her spot in thought. If you want, we could meet at the Chestnut, Cafe Chestnut, and talk about our great success. Stelligan, the next big thing, everything besides Nina. I mean, I study at the campus, you work there, so we're neighbors anyway. You in? I'm not sure if that's necessary. Should I get Juliet's mailing address? I think that's worth it, just in case. And also her alias, that's useful. Okay, we got more data chunks, that's necessary. So, image, Lily. Don't know who Lily is. I think I want that. That implies that he's got family. Why would someone like O'Donnell own a health insurance for a family member? That's right. That's exactly what I thought. That's why I clicked it. Trash. Tomo ideas. I've been with thought. I thought I might as well blow that right in your face before some data miner doesn't claim shit. Once upon a time, there was a Daft Punk who sought to build an activist group but failed awfully. The moral of the story is your activism isn't worth shit because peeps just don't care, as you may or may not have heard the TMB officers bunch of cocksuckers. At least now you know, don't say you haven't been warned. Where the hell are you? Why did you leave Abe's? Our plan was to hide somewhere until we're no longer public enemy number 1 and 2. Yeah, that was before I found out what you did. You exposed a government employee. Take a close look at what happened. They're after us now for sure. Was that necessary? Look at the TNB. We've developed a following. If they prosecute us now, there will be a public outcry. This crowd with their banners won't stop a thing. We got grown forever once they get us. That's why I had to leave. Did you get the email? Yeah, it's crazy. I know, all of a sudden he's back and has a plan. Was he here this whole time? Will you attend this gathering? Of course, if Abe's there, we must attend. I will hide away someplace. I can call in from my notebook. You should do the same. Don't hide anywhere you've been to in the last 24 hours. They might check there first. My damn phone is gone. Just like you disappeared this morning, you haven't seen it by chance. I don't care about putting that in. I feel like I tried to track it down, but it doesn't send a signal. Probably had a battery or something. So Nishi has a chat. I'll check Nishi's chat later. I want to... a new entry, which I think is Juliet? Yes. Protest at Silicon was a lively gathering of open-minded people. I have to admit, when Abraham asked me to join Thought, I wasn't sure. Okay, that wasn't necessary. I don't need that, because we know what protesters is by putting the other one. Oh, there we go. His phone's there now. Hey Jude, happy birthday. Have a good one. Thanks so much. I'm spending the day with Huxley at the river. Okay. Mum. I'll wait a bit to put in Mum's thing. M-Babe, that's Marsa. I don't think I need to put in the lives of his mother part. I don't think that's necessary. Gallery. That's his mother. Don't need a new portrait though. Contacts. Jules. Do we not have Jules' phone number? Work phone 770. Okay, it's a different phone number. So I'll put that in. Good, keep an eye on her as well. You're right. Mail. I'm sorry for having drawn the investigate. Okay, so we know 2. Yeah, that's proof. Okay, that's just proof that he sent it, so now we know. But 10 remaining, and we know that he was the one who's impersonating Goldfells. Harrison done after well done. Make sure we have all the relevant locations where he might be hiding in his profile so we can make an arrest. Our time is up, so diligent and considerate. Okay, so we'll go to the Sky Chat and we'll figure out that he lived with his mum, but he's not hiding anywhere. He's hiding in 24 hours. Right? No one else is in the contacts that I need. QO tracking. Look, I'm confused. It's the last 24 hours. I need to apologize to you for remaining silent for such a long time. I've been working out a plan in hiding. Today I need to call upon your help to make it happen. So this is Harrison as Goldfells. Gunther does not know about Initiate, so that's a lie. That's not good. Victor Rosen is calling Juliet, as in the boss. Just talk to Maria. Why are you not at work? Oh, I sent a sick note. Didn't you? No, you did not. You were here the entire weekend. That's what the tracker says, but no one authorized you to do so. Tracker? In order to do so, do overtime. What? Okay, so there's a thing registered on her account. I don't care that she was in her office. That's not necessary, but the new phone number is good. Oh, what's that? He worked at Rosen. Torch race to follow this Abraham Creek. Okay, so did I know Abraham worked at Rosentech? Is that necessary? That must be necessary, right? I'm supposed to follow Abraham. He's dead. No, but that might be helpful. I don't think you realize how that could be helpful. Gallery, not useful. Cassandra's dead, isn't she? Is she? I don't know. We just throw all the... He's not going to beat any of these places because he's not at the same place he is for 24 hours, remember? Okay, Goldfells. Demiurge. We've heard of that. We've heard of that. I, Abraham Goldfells, developed the so-called ethical codex for a project named Demiurge. It's been renamed Orwell. So you know it now. Yes, we hired him for Orwell. This is his doing. It was me who wanted him on the project in the first place, to get things right with Orwell, to follow ethical standards. Only very few people here knew that, and I wanted to make sure it stayed that way. Our most ferocious enemy worked for us, the person I chose. Now you know it all, discovered by the very tool it was all about. The irony is not lost on me. But well, you chose to disobey. I've warned you before, this will have consequences. Okay, I'm now on the board. Okay, call to Cassandra Watergate. I think I'm probably going to get messed up. Okay, I'll wait for that. What else is there to check on? Juliet, doesn't matter about Juliet because I'm finding Harrison. Not alone with my glass? What is that achievement? Look, there's 2 data chunks remaining. I guess I've got to just make sure Harrison's found. I don't know how because he's not supposed to be hanging out in any of the locations of the last 24 hours. So, 4 PM, getting intervention teams ready to check all the locations. Now to wait and see what... We got hacked by Initiate. I should have waited to read that listener thing. Oh, is he deleting data? Hello, is this working? Anybody here? Well, I am. Harry, I don't know if you would still be around. Barely got here in time. Cassie, you've been released? Yeah, thanks to Josie. Don't know what magic trick he pulled out. Oh, Joseph, I get it. But it worked. Does that mean his name's like Joseph, not Joseph? I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but I am here as well. Joseph, great you're there. An Initiate is about to talk. Holy crap. What is this? Who are you? A fool who is baffled by the madness he just witnessed. Otherwise, Initiate. Glad you decided to join us. That's completely unintended. What do you mean? You're in the call, aren't you? Yeah, I'm also in Orwell. In Orwell? Abe sent me an IP address to get into Orwell. Makes hacking the damn thing incredibly easy. You did what? And that worked? Like a charm. I now kind of control the damn thing. That's really, really worrying. Come again? You have Orwell on a freaking leash? Great, how does that worry you? My control is limited, and the government will get the control back at some point. But this isn't my primary concern. What makes me nervous is why would Abraham have such extensive knowledge of Orwell? This whole thing reeks of an enormous trap. He wouldn't betray us. No, he wouldn't, but you're right, something very strange is afoot. We should get out right now. And this is the point where it gets even worse. I had a quick look at his file. You would not believe what it says. Abraham is dead. He died quite some time
I
ago.
got my wires crossed there.
Yep,
Did you
yes
say
you did. Yes you did. I thought that when he first appeared, but I put it to the back of my mind. What became of him? Dead, no. Abraham how? He was very sick, cancer. Why couldn't you tell us? He gave any of the orders for the bombings after his demise. This means someone has been setting her up real bad. Not only her, all of us. Who the fuck would do such a thing? I'm not getting info on who or why. What a pity. But it does prove my point. What do you mean, Jules? It was me. I set you up. What? Jules, you... Wait a sec, I can't fucking believe where this is going. Are you for real? Wait, I'm an idiot. He lost his phone. I just fucked up. And Harrison's now the only one who's been put into Orwell. I should have checked out Juliet. I knew I should have put the phones and stuff in, but I just thought that it wouldn't be that bad. You're the reason I was in custody? Jules, how could you do that to me? Thought it needed to be destroyed. That was the whole point of its formation. Instead of seeking me out and arresting me, Orwell labelled you all target persons and investigated you all. Screwed up your lives. People need to see how fucked up Orwell is. It's not protection, it's invasive and manipulative doom for everyone. No one is innocent, everyone is a suspect. Abe wanted to make the world stand up against things like Orwell. He knew how dangerous the project was, that's why he worked on it. He did what? He worked on Orwell? This confirms what I feared, but I didn't want to believe it. If so, he could have gone to the media and make it all public, couldn't he? He was afraid. He thought nothing would ever change if he did. Can you blame him? He told me everything, and only me. Ha ha ha, funny. I just realized you're actually a much better, yet much worse activist than Nina or me could ever be. That's admirable in a strange and very fucked up way. You're nothing but a bitch, Juliet. A liar and a killer. Cassie, Oh, just shut up. Just shut up. This is madness, Juliet. First Cassie, then you pulled me into this? All those poor people who suffered at your hand. I still don't get it. Why draw all this attention to thought? You didn't convince anyone by your actions. Why this gathering? Why let me hack Orwell? I just needed to convince one person how faulty Orwell was. Costigan, the guy Harry leaked information about, was the man on the inside. Only an advisor. The person who has really been spying on you is still around. The person who actually went through your stuff, passed on the data. The one listening right now. The investigator. That's right, I'm talking to you. I knew you had to be around when everyone would come together. You had to be listening. And the issue was just a windfall. A chance to make sure you'd not immediately go up against us. Investigator, I have a question for you. Now that you saw Orwell firsthand, do you really think that this system will help anyone? Do you think the government would not spy on you as well? Did you think you were outside the system? Think again. They evaluate even you. Abe knew that. He saw the madness. They evaluate even you, the investigators. But we cannot stop it. We can stop it. You can. Remember, you became recruited for being outside of the system, outside of the nation. What if we show people what they saw about you? That even you are not outside the system. That no one is outside of the system. All you need to do, investigator, is upload the data they have on you, incriminating yourself. This is so mind-bogglingly stupid, Jules. Why would the investigator cooperate? The government will come after them. Exactly the point. This evaluation is supposed to be a safety net, so that no one misuses Orwell. Acting on evidence is mandatory. If the investigator incriminates themselves, they will be forced to prosecute them, and reveal this evidence that the investigators are actually being spied on. As well, publicly. That is absolutely mad. I don't see this working. I would like to offer an alternative, investigator. Just so happens that a certain Catherine Delacroix is in this files too. I say we make use of the fact we have control over Orwell. Let's use it as a weapon and turn it against the government. Something dirty to be found about Mrs. Delacroix for sure. Let them act on that evidence. Now we're talking. No, hurting Delacroix won't help much. He's just going to get replaced. This isn't the right way. Like I said, Jules, just shut it. Nobody's interested in what you have to say. But how can we trust this investigator? What the hell? How did they find... Fuck. Harrison, what's going on? Yep. Mastermind. I think... Would it have ended here? Stream's up, here's Cassandra's file. Oh shit, we need to go online with the stream fast. Oh, it's because I my face. They've been collecting all of this? Suspected my parents? That is why they were in trouble now. Don't they got worry... What? But I can't read any of that. Joseph, your turn. I can't suppose I am. Is this investigator? Joseph, your turn. My turn? Know what's funny about your file, Joseph? It says here you were offered a release of Cassandra for info on Thought. And you agreed. Especially given the fact what just happened to Harrison? Damn, yes I did. I got this offer and I reported Harrison. I had to. Cassandra would not have been released otherwise. I can't believe this. This is horrible, but then again, you did it for me. I don't know what to think. Fuck. Cass, I'm sorry for Harry. I can't take this anymore. Leave me out of all this crap. User quit the session. Cassie, wait. You've got to do this without me. I'm sorry. So it's just Initiate and Juliet? It's exactly what we need to do. Show the people how we've all been affected. For them to fight with us. I shall speak on behalf of Nina then. I only realise now it might have been my fault Nina got investigated in the first place. But it's all clear. The investigator is responsible for hunting her down like this. They caused her death, no doubt. Perhaps the investigator didn't know any better, and we know Nina was guilty. It's not strengthen my trust though, but then the investigator arrested Harrison. No, we cannot trust such a person. Meaning the final verdict is not a single vote to trust the investigator. Are you finally going to do this my way? It's down to the two of us, as it seems. Well, my plan to gather support for you failed, investigator, but if you still want to fulfill my plan, go on and give Delacroix hell. You will find something dirty. Time to make up your mind. You can tear down the entire system to complete my plan, please. I will turn Delacroix into a target person. I think I can easily activate access to a PC for you as well. Can I have control of the system again? When Abraham stopped his work for Rosentech, he cloned all information he had and hid it in the office. Tell me, and I attained it. The system is programmed to boot itself in a couple of minutes. I've access to everything, you just need to find the UID of the device. I cannot tell you here now that Orwell isn't tracking data trunks. I have full understanding if you judge and incriminate me for what I've done. I think I deserve it. It's up to you now, investigator. Do the right thing. Finally, I thought the disturbance would never end. Throw her into the darkest dungeon. The back-end engineers say we've had an unwanted guest. We already know what was thought. It's about time to undo them. We must be strong. We must show these people for what they are. The nation's safety is depending on it. Find a way to incriminate them together as a group. All we need is a hint that Abraham Goldfels intended this group to carry out terrorist actions. We can track the attack back to a remote PC. I will now manually unlock this PC for you. Don't know if this is the last chapter. Don't know. I honestly could not tell you. I don't know how long we have left. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Check out my Mad Father series. It's just about to end, I believe, or maybe it ended before I uploaded this. I'm not sure. Yeah, check out my Twitch, follow me on Twitter. See you in the next one. Funny out.